Hey guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show. Today is Sunday, July the 5th, 2015, and today we're going to explore the recently reopened Highbridge, or Aqueduct Bridge as some call it. This will be a two-part video. Part one will be slideshows and a brief description, and part two will be actual sights and sounds. So let's get started with the slideshow. I want to firstly explain exactly how to access the Highbridge, both from the Manhattan side and from the Bronx side. So I started in the Manhattan side, so that's what we're going to do first. As you can see, I'm on 174th Street and Amsterdam Avenue. Right there is a sign for Highbridge Park, but that is not exactly how to get to the Highbridge itself. You have to proceed south about 2 more blocks and you will come to this pathway which will lead to the Highbridge. I should also tell you that if you come by car, parking is troublesome. I had to park all the way over at Pinehurst and 176th and hoof it over with my cameras, but it was well worth it. But continuing on, this path, if you continue, will lead to the Highbridge. Here you have to bear left and you'll continue down the path here. You'll go through this gate right here, bear left. On your left, behind the red brick there, is the Highbridge pool. Continue walking and you'll come to this very steep staircase. This staircase was refurbished recently and it's really neat and it's steep. The park closes, as you can see, at 8 p.m. for safety reasons. And I should tell you the reason why this bridge was actually closed in 1970. The reason is because urban legend has it that bad people were throwing items off the bridge onto the Circle Line and somebody was killed. Another urban legend states that gangs were fighting up there and they were actually throwing each other off the bridge because the railing is really low, which I'll show you when we get to the bridge. But let's start walking down the steep staircase here. You can check out all the foliage and you can see that is the bridge right there we're going to be getting on. Continue down the staircase. Guys, going down is not bad. Coming up, as long as you're in reasonably good shape, it shouldn't be a problem. Just so long as you don't sit in front of your computer all day, hang out at Subway, and go to the movies alone, I think you'll be fine. Continuing down the staircase more. This is quite a steep staircase, I told you guys. A little further, you're almost there. And that's what it looks like going back up. But we'll worry about that later on the way home, okay? Here is a sign, and if you happen to be walking by and you have a magic marker, you can write a little thank you note to the city of New York for restoring and finally reopening the Highbridge after 45 years. Sadly, I did not have a marker, so I did not sign it. There's a picture of the nice lighthouse that was restored years ago because, believe it or not, somebody actually set fire to it. And the guy that set fire to it didn't realize what he was doing, I guess, and he jumped out of the building, out of the lighthouse when it was on fire, and he was killed. This is the approach to the Highbridge. That pickup truck you're seeing in front of you is a Parkey truck, and they can access this little pathway either the way I got on or from the Edgecombe Avenue entrance. Okay, we're almost ready to get on the Highbridge. I wanted to take a few shots overlooking it so you could see how photogenic it is. And another similar shot. They have bathrooms, portable bathrooms on both sides of the bridge, in case you have to go. Here you'll notice there's a ramp in case you have a bicycle or if you have a wheelchair. And if you have a bike or a wheelchair, don't worry. You don't have to go through those steep steps that I walked down earlier. You can come down from Edgecombe Avenue, which is a little further, but there's a ramp and there's no stairs. Okay, we're getting on now. I'm overlooking the Harlem River Drive ramp. That's the Harlem River Drive ramp heading south. In fact, you know what? Let me go back to that. Look how low the original railing was. This is the way the railing was. It's only like 4 feet high. And people, I'm told, back in the old days, had a very uneasy feeling walking across this bridge. Now keep in mind, guys, the Highbridge, which was originally called the Aqueduct Bridge, is the oldest bridge in New York City. It was opened as an aqueduct in 1848, and it was open for many years until 1970 for reasons that I told you about earlier, crime and stuff. But continuing on, you'll see that the city put up this netting fence, all right? That's A, for safety reasons, and B, so you shouldn't be throwing things over onto the circle line, or throwing each other over for that matter. There's the southbound Harlem River Drive ramp. This is one of the several brick patterns on the Highbridge, all right? Not all the patterns are original to it, but as we go along, you'll see the different patterns, okay? That's the Harlem River Drive. That's heading north towards Dyckman Street. And this bridge here is the Cross Bronx. And that is the 181st Street Bridge over there. This is looking south. There's your Harlem River Drive ramp heading south. You'll notice it's a hazy, sunny day, but this is the nicest day we've had in about 2 weeks, and I'm lucky I was able to get out. As you can see, this was early on a Sunday morning, approximately between 10:30 and 11 o'clock in the morning, so there's not a heck of a lot of people out, but you can see people are enjoying the bridge. The city has really done a good job in refurbishing this. Not only did they put the fences up and these nice new retro-looking light poles, but there's a sign to ride your bicycle slowly. There's some nice benches, all right? There's another look at the original railing versus the new netting, which is higher for safety concerns. There are your benches in case you want to sit down, maybe read the newspaper. There are 2 call boxes on this bridge for emergencies, which are good. The only thing is, if you were to call right this second and needed a cop, keep in mind, the only way for him to get there from Manhattan is to either drive down the Edgecombe Avenue ramp, which is where you see the Parkey pickup truck earlier, or come running down all those stairs, unless they access from the Bronx side, which I'll be showing you shortly. Okay? There's a nice view of the rail yards. For those of you who are movie buffs, if you've ever watched a movie called The 7-Ups, several scenes were filmed right here. One of the scenes is when they kidnapped Max, if you remember. The 2 bad guys were driving a 68 Chevy, and they dumped Max Kalish off right in this lot, and he had a bandage over his mouth. Just thought I'd bring that trivia up. That's another view of it. This has totally changed since the 7-Ups was filmed in 1974. All right? There wasn't all this trackage here. Just these tracks were there. And you could easily drive a car in here back in the old days, but no longer today, because the only way to drive down is from this ramp right here, and there's a guardhouse right here, so you're not getting through. Okay, this is the same area, but looking north. Very photogenic. Again, this is your Cross Bronx. That's your 181st Street Bridge right there. Off to the right here is 87, your Major Deegan. There's another type of brickwork we talked about earlier. Here's your Major Deegan heading south towards Yankee Stadium, which you cannot see yet because we're not there. That's Major Deegan heading north. There are several plaques in the ground on the Highbridge. There's another one. Tell us a little bit about the bridge itself and the history of it and how it was originally meant to carry water for the city from upstate. Another one. Okay, we're approaching the Bronx side now, and that is a staircase, which we are going to traverse shortly. Okay, this is the Bronx side, coming to the end of it. I'm not exactly sure what this is. If any historians are in the group and know what this object is, would you please comment below and tell me? Because I do not know. This is a storage room, a vault, which I would love to get into. I wonder what was stored in there all the years it was closed. Man, I'd love to get in there. Now, coming off onto the Bronx side, you have a choice. You can go up these stairs, bear left, as we're doing here, and continue up the ramp, and you'll be on, as you see, University Avenue, aka Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Or, you may go the other way. There's a closed up entrance to the vault. This is going the other way, and we're going to go down those stairs I showed you. I think you're going to find this quite interesting because these stairs and this whole pathway have not been refurbished. This is original. All right, there's a little lookout area. Another lookout area on the other side. Now we're going to head down. There's a broken luminaire. I'm sure my friend Bob, if he's watching this, is very upset when he sees that. We're heading down the stairs. This is all original. All right, you'll notice the sidewalk is quite broken up and in disrepair. Be careful walking down because you see random tree limbs and things are in the way. The foliage is growing out over the walkway, as you can see. There's a broken pole. Obviously a tree fell and took that out of service many years ago. Continuing down, another broken pole, ripped up sidewalk, down more. Coming down, there's somebody's old chair. And we're coming down onto Sedgwick Avenue. All right, looking to the left, that is looking southbound on Sedgwick. Looking to the right, that's northbound on Sedgwick in case you want to get your bearings. All right, now we're looking at where we just came from. All right, there is the bridge we were just on. We just climbed down from it. Now we're going to go back up. There's another look at the nice lighthouse. Now let's start back up from the Bronx and get you acclimated that way. We walk up the stairs. Notice the original handrail. That is original, guys. I'm not kidding you. That has to be from 1848. Just like that one. Continuing up. It may seem a little foreboding at times. I wouldn't advise you to go up here at night. Continuing up. Up. That's just some brush I took a picture of. As I said, guys, it may seem formidable, but if you're in even halfway decent shape, you'll have no problem traversing these stairs. This is all original on the Bronx side. Nothing's been refurbished. All right, we're on top. There's another look at the vault door. And this is where we started out. We're on the Manhattan side now. There's those wooden stairs we talked about. Okay, and if you wanted to go, if you needed like a wheelchair ramp, or if you needed to, ride your bike up, you would continue to the Edgecombe Avenue, 165th Street ramp access, which you can see right there. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. Shortly I'm going to make part 2, probably in a couple of hours, which are going to be the sights and sounds of Highbridge, which I took with my video camera earlier today. Okay? So thanks for watching, guys. Remember, I'm Crazy New York Driver and you're not. I am your New York City urban explorer. If you have any other areas you want me to film, comment below. I will try and get to them. I have several other places to do this summer. We're going to get them all done. Thanks for watching. Go out there and make it a good day.